Good morning, Mr. President. There was a tragedy in Israel, in Jerusalem, where these teenagers went in and killed 5 people in a vicious way. These people are supported by Iran. Hezbollah and Iran are both Shiite. They are not going to learn until you cut off all aid to these countries. It's the only thing that's going to stop them. And if Iran wants to keep funding them, let them go ahead and do it. Sooner or later, they'll wind up like Russia, out of money. I put a lot of faith in our voters. They voted in the Republicans in the Senate over the Democrats. Then the Democrats turn around and do the same old thing. They put Nancy Pelosi in charge of the minority. And that makes no sense whatsoever. Are they adverse to change? Are they adverse to trying something new and maybe working in the spirit of cooperation? This deal that Mary Landrieu pulled off, trying to pass the Keystone Pipeline so she can get reelected, didn't work. Her fellow Democrats sank her ship for her. What is going on in the Democratic Party? Seems like you've done some damage there also. The Keystone Pipeline is a no-brainer. You know it and I know it. It will provide jobs and it'll provide maintenance jobs for as long as the pipeline is there. What is your major objection to this? Quite frankly, there is no major objection to this, and the State Department report that you were waiting on told you that. You're just being obstinate about it and going to be using it as a wedge against the Republicans. That's what's going to happen. As far as Ferguson goes, where are you on this? You should be telling the leaders that they should be calming down, not looking to start trouble. You should be sending police in after these militant squads that are planning on attacking white communities. This is ridiculous. We're not talking about Michael Brown, the saint here. We're talking about Michael Brown, a criminal. We're talking about his wife, or pardon me, his mother also, with some criminal activity. The young man got shot, and that's a tragedy. But you never know what's going to happen when you get into a fight. When you hear a bullet crack by your ear, or you feel threatened, your natural instincts of survival are going to come out. And that's what happened in this case. I don't think it was because a white man hated a black man. That's ridiculous. The man's been on the job for 6 years putting up with this nonsense. There's a total disrespect for the law, and it's about time people start learning to respect the law again, and the people that have to enforce it. If you think climate change is going to be your master and your legacy that you're leaving behind, how can you sit there and make a deal with China, who doesn't have to do anything for 16 years in order to enforce climate change? This is not going to happen. They're not going to make their economy suffer to make you happy and the environmentalists happy. It's just not going to happen. What we need to do is get science working on the problem to eliminate what we're actually doing to help climate change. There must be a way to remove these pollutants before they hit the air. Maybe that seems to be the logical approach. Not stopping this, stopping coal, stopping oil, stopping everything we want to do, putting up windmills everywhere. That doesn't seem to be working, because we still have a problem, if you really think there is a problem. Personally, I don't. I think the Earth is going through a cycle. like it's always done for thousands and thousands of years. Lastly, immigration. I understand the plight of these people having parents here that can possibly be deported. I also understand that they've been given opportunities to step forward and go into programs. Giving them amnesty is not the answer. Giving them a path to citizenship is the answer. But the people that are immigrants and have no families here, that are illegal, should be sent back. What this is going to do to the poor and even the middle class in this country is disastrous. The poor and the middle class will never move ahead as long as you keep supplying cheap labor and supplying technical labor from foreign countries to Silicon Valley. So I think it's about time you exercise some prudence with this. However, the Republicans have no room to talk on this either. Where is their plan? I mean, Boehner even hired a specialist to handle the situation, and they have come up with nada. So as far as I'm concerned, they're at fault, or more at fault than you are and the Democratic Party. There's 535 politicians. You and your administration, this is the best you can come up with? Executive order for amnesty? That's ridiculous. It's about time you get your act together. I hope all the decisions you make are wiser and better ones. You certainly need some help in that area, and I'm offering. God bless America, you and your family, and have a great day.